Hi guys! In this video we're going to be looking at multiplying decimals. The first step in multiplying decimals is that we're going to pretend there is no decimal and we're going to multiply the number normally, and then we'll add the decimal in later. Let me go through some examples to show you exactly what that means. So our first example is 1.1 times 9. So we're going to pretend there is no decimal. So 1.1 becomes 11 times 9, which equals 99. So our answer, which I'm going to write here, is 99. And then now we're going to add our decimal in. That means that we need to count the number of digits after the decimal place. So there's our decimal place. And the number of digits after our decimal place is just 1, because there's only one digit there. So our answer is going to have one digit after the decimal place, which makes it 9.9. Let's go through some more examples. 4.12 times 2. So again, we're going to pretend there is no decimal. 412 times 2. We can double 412 in our heads. 824. So 824. Now I'm going to count the number of numbers after the decimal. So 1, 2. There are 2 numbers after the decimal place. So our answer is going to have 2 numbers and then our decimal place. So 4.12 times 2 is 8.24. Let's go through some different examples. These are a little bit harder. 0.4 times 37.2. So again, we're going to pretend there is no decimal there. So that becomes 4 times 372. So let's do that. 372 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14. So that equals 1,488. Now we need to count the number of digits after our decimal. So there's a decimal, that's 1. But there's another decimal here, that's 2. Which means we need to have 1, 2, and then our decimal place. So 0.4 times 37.2 equals 14.88. Okay guys, we'll do one more example here before we move on to a word problem. So 7.6 times 1.3. We're doing 76 times 13. So I'm going to do some working out here. 76 times 13. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 7 is 21 plus the carryover, which is 22. We add the 0 in. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 7 is 7. Add that up. 8, 8, 9. So that equals 988. 988. And again, we need to count the number of digits after our decimal place. So there's a decimal, that's 1 digit. Decimal again, another digit. So we have 2. 1, 2. And our decimal place goes between the 9 and the 8. So 7.6 times 1.3 is 9.88. Now let's move on to our word problem. Find 42% of 80. So the first thing that we need to do is change 42% to a decimal. 42% is 0.42. If we want to find 42% of 80, we times it by 80. So what we're actually doing is going to be 42 times 8, and then we'll add the 0 and the decimal in. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 4 is 32, plus the carryover is 33. So that becomes 336. But no, it doesn't, because we have 80. We don't want to times it by 8. So we're going to add a 0. And now we know there are 2 digits after the decimal. So we need to have 2 digits, and then we need to have the decimal. So the decimal goes between the 3 and the 6. So our answer is $33.60. Hope that has helped you with your multiplying by decimals, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.